Do you love Jesus? Huh? Huh? Ask your neighbor. Neighbor. Do you love Jesus? I say, church, do you love me? That is what Jesus said. He said to me, church, do you love me? Church, do you love Jesus? That is the question. You should be asking yourself now. Do I love Jesus? That is the question he will ask before he will commission you and put burden on you and give you in charge of something. He must say to you, do you love me? So I'm asking you the second time or the third time, church, do you love Jesus? You know, that's what Peter answered. And he fulfilled it. But I don't know whether you that are here, whether you know what you are saying.
You have shown me mercy. You have shown me mercy. You passed my sins, my guilt, my shame, and poured your love. You look beyond me, you look beyond me,
You love Jesus. You may sit down. Sit down. Let's go to the Bible, John 21, where Jesus asks the question. So to hear from the Bible, John 21:15, and we'll see what Peter answered, and know whether you can answer the same. And what Peter have in the heart, you too, you have the same thing.
So when they had eaten breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonah, do you love me more than this? He said to him, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. He said to him, feed my lamb.
Don't say that. He asked this question 3 times, whether Peter loved him. And what kind of love is this? They are saying, isn't the same love the one you love, or another different love from the one you use or you demonstrate, or you love people? This love, is it different from your own? What kind of love is this? God said to me, before you say you love God or you love your neighbor, you need to understand the meaning of love first. to know whether you love. Because the kind of love we are talking about now overlook the mistakes of others. That is love we are talking about. This love now overlook what? The mistakes of what? Others. This kind of love fight the weakness in us that point that we are wrong or right. You know what point that you are wrong, you are right in you is weakness in you. That is envy, jealousy, pride, bitterness, unforgiving spirit, anger, selfishness, greed. That is what say that you are right and the other fellow is wrong. But if you want to overlook the mistake of others, you must deal with this sin power over your life, the sin that overpower you, that tells you what you do, that always say that you are right, because it can never say you are wrong. And it will never allow you to overlook the mistakes of others. He keep on telling you that you are right. So you should do what? Fight. And you fight because it's your right. That is what Satan told you. But God wants to build this righteousness of Him in you that don't talk about right or wrong, but see things the way God sees it, think the way God think, reason the way God reason, walk the way God walk. Without the righteousness of God, you can do nothing with God. If you don't have righteousness of God in you, whatever you are doing it of yourself, not of God. You know, there is righteousness of God and there is self-righteousness, the one you practice. So that is why Jesus asked Peter this question, very strong question. Do you love me? Asked Peter 3 times. Before he would do what? He will commission him, he will send him to be the head of apostle, to lead his people, to feed his people spiritually. The problem you have, you don't know what is love, but you play love. You love people that love you, and you hate people that hate you. And Jesus said, love your neighbor as well as yourself. You need to know the meaning of this love before. The sin power over our life, the sin that control us, will not allow us to love. That sin in you, the anger in you, will not allow that love to rule you. That's why Jesus said, behold, I have given you power. What is that power? That love. But the love refused to walk because of the sin in you. And Jesus said, you don't have love. If you have love in you, you don't even need help from any man. The love will help you. You see, the deliverance you are running, deliver me, do this for me, do this, you don't even need it. That love will do what? Will deliver you. Because I never see where hatred defeated love. So there is no way you will love and the hatred will be in you. It's not possible. So they will give way, they will leave you. The reason why you are here, they deliver you every time deliverance, all the time prayer, because you don't love. That is why you are demanding for help all the time, because you don't love. That is the only thing that can keep you going in God. I've discovered that without love, we can do nothing. If you love God, you will be like him. He will commission you. His word will deliver you. God's word you hear in the spirit, not God's word somebody say. God's word you hear will do what? We deliver you. Those things that you dream all the time where you are delivered. But when you wake up, you are not delivered. The reason why is because your love is not working. The love of God that is in you, they are not active, they are not working. If you love today, the love of God is in you today, Satan will flee from you. Satan will not have any business with you at all. It's only human being that can hurt you, but Satan cannot do anything. And who will hurt you? The people that you love. Because if you love everybody. Not only your brother, not only your sister, not only your husband or your wife, you love everybody. But today, you know the people you love and the people you hate. If you love God now, the love of God is in you. You overcome the world. Satan could not do anything to Jesus. It's a human being that attacked. Who is the person? Judas. The highest thing they can do to you is to betray you. But in that betrayal, there will be a bigger movement. There will be a bigger solution. There will be a bigger honor. But now you are afraid of people. You are afraid of loving people. You know you are afraid of loving people. Eh? Do you know the reason why you are afraid of loving people? Eh? You are afraid because they will hurt you. Am I right? Eh? Do you know the reason why you are afraid? You don't have much love. You know, when you don't have much money, you will not spend much money. Am I right? When you have only 300,000, you'll be spending being careful. But when your money is in billion in dollar, you can spend, there's nothing you cannot buy. But you don't have anything. That's why you are very stingy in doing what? In giving that love to people. You believe they will hurt you, they will destroy you. The more we love, the more freedom we possess. Some family, they are struggling today because of what? There's no love there. There is no love there. They have carried them, carry pastor, carry this, carry bishop, carry prophet, family liberation, this, that. no freedom. Because there is no war. There is no love there. There's no way you can love God. You have love in you. You love your neighbor as yourself. You will remain in captive. It's not possible. The reason why we are struggling, fighting to come out is because we lack what? Love. We lack love. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 13. You see the power of love. What love say you should do. The character of love. Let's start from verse 4 to 8.
Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself, is not puffed up, does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, is not provoked, thinks no evil.
Do you see that? Huh? Love does not think about himself, but others. The question now, do you think about others? You know what you think is self. Do you think about others? Are you awake in the night because of others? Are you alive to make others happy? You cannot sleep because of others. You are awake because of others. You think because of others, not even because of you, but you are in very big pain, very big trouble. But you think about other people, how you will make them happy. Love sacrifice enough. You know, you claim that you love God because you are poor. You claim because you love God because you are barren. You claim because you love God because of sickness. You claim you love God because of what you are facing. Immediately God releases you from this thing now you are into now. It will prove you wrong or right. Two ways God proves us right or wrong. It's either you are poor, you reject him because you are poor. That means you are looking for something and you could not get it, you abandon God. Or they will allow you to get to the seat of honor. You will be carried away. You will forget yesterday. You will forget where you are coming from. But anyone who remains both in poor and rich, that is the people that love God. Now you are poor, very, very poor. You are coming. You remain the other side now, when you will be rich. Or when you will get to where you are going. You begin to spend your time, all the time, to yourself. You know, you spend all your time to yourself. Think about your life. You know, all your time you spend them to yourself. You then spend part of your time to others. If you spend your time all to yourself, you don't love your neighbor as yourself. All your time, you spend it to yourself. You sleep without getting tired. Sleep to make yourself comfortable. You move around just to make yourself comfortable. You don't know what is love. There's people that need that your time. There's people that need that your time. Just for you to talk to them. They will be okay. They don't need your money. They don't need your dish. They don't need your car. They just want to hear from you. They will be okay. But you deny them because you want to make yourself happy. God is asking you, what kind of love are you expressing? What kind of love? You say you love Jesus. I love Jesus. Where is the love? You want to see the love? Is it the love that you love your husband? Is it the love you love your wife that you call love? That is rejoicing in iniquity. That is not love. Love rejoices in the truth. You love your husband because of what few people are doing. You love your wife because of what you people are doing. Not actually that you love your wife, you love your husband. If sickness come now, 1 year, are you going to stay in that love? You will start complaining. When you don't receive those return of that your love, when you don't receive those return, you turn to tiger. To rejoice in iniquity. I know God have ordained marriage, but if it's outright a holy thing, Jesus would have come through that way. I don't know whether you understand me. Jesus would have come through that way. Am I right? But he was running away. God was running away from what? Sin. So those things that you believe that you people are, you love each other, you don't love, is challenges that will prove whether you love the man or the man love you. Don't be too early to conclude that I love this woman. I love this. There must be a test that will prove whether you love this man or you love this woman. There must be a test. The test show us where we are going, where you are going. When tests come, we will know whether you love or you don't love.
6. Does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth.
I love my girlfriend. That is you. Say you love your girlfriend. You rejoice in what? That will not prove that you love the person.
Beareth all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things.
This is where you have problem. Believe all things. You cannot believe everything that come out from the mouth of God. That is the problem. And God have given me solution to that. God have given me solution. It's not everything you hear that you obey. You choose to obey the one you want to obey. He said, believe all things, you don't believe all things. Hope all things, you don't hope everything. Bear all things, you don't bear all things. Endure all things, you don't endure anything. You endure only one that you want to endure and leave the one you want to leave. And God have given me a way out for you, so that we will be fine. Look at the way. This is the way of God. Very, very narrow. Very, very tough way. That is the way God wants you to follow. This is the way that very, very good. Nothing is here. Very, very wide. Air condition. Everything here. And you are here and God say follow this way. You cannot follow that way. You first of all look at this way, beautiful road, and say, God, won't I follow that way? If I follow this way, look at what I'm going to see. Look at what I'm going to see. Because God will enable you to see in the surface the suffer you are going to face. He will allow you to see, to now choose whether you will do His will or your own will. You now look at this road from the surface and this place is very, very good. A condition way. This is the way you will follow. You cannot follow this way. And when you follow this way and you now come to the middle and there is problem, that's when you now begin to call God. He will not answer you. He will not answer you. There is no way in this world God will answer you, no matter who pray for you. If God says you should not follow this way, you should follow this way. You now leave that way God says you should follow, and now follow the way you want to follow because it's easy. And you come to the middle and it's no longer easy. You are calling God to come and help you. The Bible says where God leads, He guides. That way that is very tough, that is where God wants you to follow. So that anytime you call Him, He will come. After that, He will cry you. You cannot know God by your own way, but God's way. You cannot be leading God and not know God. It's not possible. God must lead you for you to know Him. That's why the Bible says we walk through the valley of shadow of what? Death. But we fear no evil. That's the way of God. But your way, that is the way you want to follow. And when you now begin to have problem in that way, now begin to say in the name of Jesus, Jesus will answer you. No. God sending you that rough way, bad way, to make you a better person, to bring out the best in you, to bring out that love in you, to bring out that faith in you, to bring out that hope in you, to bring out that righteousness of God in you. But you live that way and choose the easy way. And He will not bother to tell you not to follow the easy way. He will tell you, okay, that way is good, follow it.
8. Love never fails. But whether there are prophecies, they will fail.
They will fail. That is a love that you don't want to, you are holding, you don't want to love, because they will disappoint you. Because you don't have enough. If you have enough, Bible says your love cannot do what? Fail. I don't know whether. He said that love cannot do what? I read what will fail, and love cannot fail. Let them hear.
Love never fails. But whether there are prophecies, they will fail. Whether there are tongues, they will cease. Whether there is knowledge, it will vanish away.
Do you see that? It cannot fail. The Pharisees and Sadducees and teachers of the law, they believe that after killing Jesus, that is the end of Jesus. What happened after that? They see more people believing in Christ. They see more signs and wonder. And they see more people all over the world calling the name Jesus. That shows that love never fails. It cannot fail. The more you fight that love, the more the love escalates. But your own love fails. Tell your neighbor, your own love, he failed. That's why you are very stingy. You are very stingy in love. Some people, they say, I don't want to give my husband my heart. If I give my husband my heart, he will destroy it. Some say, I don't want to give my wife my heart. If I give my wife my heart, he will destroy it. What are you doing there? Ask your neighbor. What are you doing there? Because you don't love. If you have enough, you will know that even if the man disappoints you, the love will speak. I never see where love fake. He always talk. He talked to Abraham. When Sarah said, sleep with this maid so we can produce and have child. And after that, when Sarah said that, now I have given birth, I say, I'll pursue that child. And Abraham was disturbed. The love spoke to Abraham and said, do what your wife say. He will never leave you alone. I never see where you love and that love leave you alone. No matter the disappointment, no matter the failure, unless you don't love. If truly you love, that love will not disappoint. He will always talk. When there is need, he will talk. Because love opens doors. Some of you are here. You are shouting in the name of Jesus, in the blood of Jesus. The enemy die. Let the door open. Well, as you are the one that locked the man. Well, as you are the man that locked the woman. Because you don't love. But if you give it out now, something great will begin to happen in your life. It's not a memo. If you give that love now, something big will begin to do what? Happen. I was talking to a woman yesterday. He said to me, man of God, we are suffering. Where we are living. My husband's brother, they are the one that gave us that place. But water is coming inside our house. So I don't ask her, what do you want? He said, what I want now, I want to leave that compound. We'll go and rent a house and stay. And God ministered to me and said to me, she does not love. If she loved the husband, they would have left the place long time ago. He said to me, is it not this woman that he forced to love the husband before he give birth? I said, the same woman. He said, he does not love. If he love, he won't be staying there. But because he failed to love the man, that is why they cannot move. And I said to me, man of God, what you say is true too. It's very true too. I had one dream where I saw two people beside you. One this side, one that side. And I hear a voice in the spirit. Those people, they are saying things. But she said she was very far from us. And it's in something like a room. They now asked me, did I know that woman, that this is the woman's file? They want to give the woman this file so that the woman will, their life will change. But did I know this woman? I said yes. They now begin to ask me, did I know this woman well? I say yes. They now ask me the third time, did I know this woman well? I say yes. And the woman was far, but she was hearing us. They now say that they don't trust this woman. They now brought out a phone and put SIM card inside that phone and put 100 naira and give it to the woman and say, madam, use this one first. If we now see how you behave with this ritual, we will connect you everywhere. What is the meaning? He refused to love the husband. That's why they are suffering. And the love I'm talking about is not only that you love your husband, you love your children. No, the same way you love your husband, you love everybody. You give your quality time. You can't tell me now that you love me. I will know that you don't love me. Because I now know what is love. You can't tell me, man of God, Chukwudi, I love you. I I will laugh. You love me. No. No, it's not possible. You cannot love me. It's when you have love, you love. If you don't have love, you can't love. If love is not in your family, you can't love. You need to look for it. You need to get it. You need to possess the love before you can love. If that love is not in you, you can't love. But love is not in you. You say you love. Where is your love coming from? Well, as you love for material things, you love for help. You love because your condition is bad. What if your condition turn tomorrow? Will you still be loved? You will see the lapses. If you say you love now, it's too early. Let the test come. You will see the lapses that you never love the person you confess that you love. You can only deceive people who don't know what is love. You say you love them. They will also smile and say, we love you too. No. If love is not in you, it's not in you. And God said to me, I have given this love to all men, all women. I said, then why can't we love? He said, because of the sin around you. They did not allow that love. They did not allow that love to express himself. Because love expresses himself. But you are the one expressing the love. You are the one sharing the love. I don't know whether love expresses himself. If you put love in a test, it will pass. But you write the test and you will fail. If you put love in the test for 20 years, it will continue having A1. If there is anything more than A1, it will have it. But if you continue sharing this one you are sharing, you may hide for many years. You may deny for many years. But one day, it's either in poor or in rich, it will expose you. You will not remember. You will not know when you are moving back. Those things you are doing before, when you are poor, when you now get to the place of honor and this is time to show the love, you will see yourself slacking. You will try everything possible to remain the way you are doing before, because poverty was the one pushing you before. Poverty was the one doing what? Pushing you to love, because you want to come out from that situation you are in. You want to come out. Now you have stayed in a position of honor. What is else? You will sleep and enjoy and drink and party and rejoice and move around. You will not remember to do your duty that you used to do before. If somebody say he love you, it's too early for you to say to accept the tatino. Because God told me that if you don't have it, you don't have it. And where can you get it? Where can you express it? Where can you get that love? Where can you in the church? What I'm teaching you now. What I'm teaching you now. This is what is love. This is what love is all about. It's not that thing that you see somebody, you say, I love you, mommy, I love you. Even your mama that carry you, that born you for 9 months and say he love you, may not even love you. But he's rejoicing because he has his son now. He's rejoicing because he has a daughter now. Am I right? Not actually that he love you. I don't know whether, not actually that your mommy love you. Even you that is claiming that you love your mother, you can choose money over your mother. You can choose what? You can choose money over your mother. You can choose money over your father. Good comfort, you can choose it over your parents, over your wife, over your children. All these children you born, say, I love my children. In the morning you carry them. You you are deceiving yourself because you are walking by feelings. You deceive yourself. You carry them, baby, I love you, baby, daddy love you, mommy love you, all those things. You are deceiving yourself. All of them, they are fake. You don't even know what is love. Love passed through tests to prove himself. He expressed himself. He's the one writing the test. You can't write for love. Love will write for himself. The love will be coming from inside. You cannot stop the movement of love. There's no way you can stop it. He will be moving on his own. But your own love, you are the one channeling your own love. What are you going to give me? If I love you now, what are you going to give me? Every day you'll be telling people that you love them. You too that is saying that you love them, you don't know the meaning of love. So my question now, what are you going to do now that you don't know the meaning and now you know the meaning? Because I need to love God. God told me this morning, he said, if you are coming to church because of your problem and what you will receive, say you don't love me, that means you don't love God. You say you cannot love me and the money or children. No, you love only me. But if you are coming to church to worship me, that means you love me. Now you are coming because our background, our government, they deny us many things. That is why we are plenty in the church. Now you have known the truth now. Keep what you are looking for by the side and love God. That is the true worship. But if you are coming for what you are going to receive, the prayer you need to be prayed for, the deliverance they promise you, the healing they promise you, you never love God. You can never love God and money. Not kind of a love God and mammon. You must hate one and love the other. You can't have two masters. You are coming to this church with two masters. You will hate one and love the other. Look at this place in the Bible. The true worshiper of God in the Bible, they never worship God for what they will receive. They are going there to hear the good news of salvation of their soul. They are talking about eternity. You don't talk about anything in eternity. What you are all in your heart is what you are going to receive. The kind of car you want to drive, the kind of position you want to take, that's what is in your heart. Everything about you is about money, what I will get. That is why Satan keep on tormenting you. He keep on tormenting you. You now know that he's looking for money, will now make you poor. He's looking for this, not make you this. Oh, he's looking for that. But Satan know that all the reason why you are here, you are serving God, is because you love him. You want to worship him. He will leave you alone. That's why Paul said, what can separate me from the love of God? He said nothing. Because he's looking for nothing. He's not looking for anything. But what can separate you from love of God? Baby. What can separate you from love of God? Money. What can separate you from love of God? Sickness. What can separate you from love of God? Husband. What can separate you from love of God? Wife. What can separate you from love of God? Call the name of what you are looking for. But for Paul say, what can separate me from the love of God? He said nothing. That means he's not looking for anything. But when you now begin to look for something, each time you pray in the name of Jesus, breakthrough, breakthrough. Look at your mouth. Is Jesus of Africa? That is Jesus of breakthrough. You know that Jesus is two. Jesus is not one. No. The Jesus you know, you pray to give you money. The one that will make you great, Odowu. And there's another Jesus that you don't know, that you need to worship. That's why when our men of God go to oversee, they don't know what to prophesy. Am I right? Then what are you going to prophesy? What are you going to prophesy? Unless you have this love, you will have something to prophesy over there. I don't know whether, They don't know what to do. What? Prophesy. And when you see they are gathering white people, they will not come. Because it's love that deliver. And if you don't have it, you cannot deliver anybody. You cannot heal anybody. Do you think they don't want to come to church? No, they want to come, but they want to see that your Jesus bring to the scene. I don't know what, They want to see that your Jesus. That's why we have African Jesus. The Jesus of breakthrough. Tell your neighbor, Jesus of breakthrough. When he's opening door for you, good things are coming. You'll be giving testimony. When he does not give you, what is happening here? It's like man of God I've seen you. It's like man of God I've seen you. And that is why your people, they know how to convince you that they are righteous. And they will tell you they never eat for the past 30 days. You'll be happy. And the Peter and Jesus and the apostle, after the breakfast, he said to Simon Peter, do you love me? It's not after 100 days fasting, 150 days fasting. He said, I love you. But after what? After breakfast, that's what they use to deceive you. They will tell you that they are fasting for you. Jesus of Africa, don't worry, will come and bless you. African Jesus. God will deliver you. Do you know God have delivered you already? Do you know? I've given you love. If you love God now, that love will do what? We move to where? To people. You begin to accommodate people. You begin to see people the way God sees them. Those mistakes of others, you will not see it. You will not talk about it. You will know, but it's not important. You live with them, stay with them, laugh with them. But the mistake of others, that is why you have too many enemies. Is it true? You capitalize on that and be fighting. So today, your deliverance has come. Tell your neighbor, the question you should be asking yourself now, do I love this woman? Whether you love the woman. Ask your neighbor, do you love? The answer is what? You don't love anybody. You don't love anybody. But God will help you today to love. Tell your neighbor, God will help you today to love. But you need to know the meaning of love. And when you love, it's not only your family, your mother, your father, your brother, your husband. You love people, everybody. Love them all, love them equal. But this one, you love only the people around you, people you know. And that is why you have a helper in the house, a maid in the house. You love your husband, you love your children, but you don't love her. You give her food like animal. Give her food. Only your children is good to go to good school. Them, they need to go to government school, private, public school. That's where you send them. Your children, you talk to them well. Them, you talk to them anyhow. And you say you love. If you are traveling now, you will not carry them. You ask money, but when you want to go to someone now, you will not carry them. Why can't you carry them? Why can't you carry the girl with you and travel? That will prove that you love. That the same love you love your husband, your children, the same love you love to this commoner, the one that's coming from very poor background, the same love you love. But your love have line where he stop. Even that your children, your husband, your this, your wife that you claim that you love, you don't love anybody. You don't love anybody. Like commoner. And then begin to talk to her anyhow. You don't drink. Do you drink tea in your house? How much is the tea? If they are eating, if she is eating, you will not be happy. It will be paining you in the heart. But when she is walking, you will be happy. God will help you to know what is love. Love is not to say to somebody that I love you, you not do. No, you are rejoicing in iniquity. That is not love. You are not rejoicing in the truth. You are rejoicing in what? Iniquity. It's iniquity. You are rejoicing. That one is not love. That one is not love. Because if what you are supplying to each other is no longer coming, you will see the right side of you. Am I right? If what your people now do in court, all of a sudden in court, you wait 1 week, no response. 2 weeks, no response. 3 weeks, no response. What is this? I cannot continue with this nonsense. What is happening here? 1 month, you begin to tell people. How many people you love? Ask your neighbor, how many people you love? How many people? Corinthians 2 verse 20. You see what Corinthians said there?
I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me.
You see that? They want you to live. Jesus wants you to live for him. You live your life, you abandon your life, you now begin to live life of God. That's when he sent me to you to tell you this way. Because that way he said you should go. You know that way is tough, very rough, very challenging. But he wants you to follow that way. You say to me, man of God, no, why can't I follow this way? It's very, very easy. And now teach me now and say, whenever they say they want to follow that way, tell them it's very, very nice. They should follow it. Say, follow this way. I'm training you to live God's life, not longer your life. Your life needs comfort. Your life needs praise. Your life needs useless thing in disguise. But the life of God looks suffering. That is long suffering. Endurance. Perseverance. And rest of them. That is the life God wants you to follow. That is a life that will take you to higher level. But you choose to follow this way. Who am I to say you should not follow that way? It's your choice now. Follow it. But it's leading me. It's building himself in me. And he has been telling me to follow this way for the past 23 years. And I have been following that way. And you say, man of God, I want God to be with me. I say, want God to, follow this way. You say, no. I don't want to follow this way. If I follow this way, what I will see is this way is better for me. And then you follow that way. That shows that you are not living for God. You are not living by faith. You live by sight. You live by sight. And Bible says you should not do what? You should not walk by sight. You walk by faith. If you walk by faith, you are going to suffer. But at the end, you will have joy. Do you know what God counts in us? What God counts in us is obedient to his word. God will not mind your sin. But he minds so much in what he says you should do that you doubt and do your own. That's why he demoted Saul. If they want to count the life of Abraham, you cannot say Abraham was a righteous man. No. But by what? Faith. Belief. That's why they counted Abraham as a righteous man. God did not see any other thing Abraham did that was wrong. He was looking at those things he said that Abraham quietly do. But your own self, you don't want to do what God says. At the same time, you are demanding for God's help. Where will that help come from? They will talk to you here. You will go home and do another thing. They say, don't follow this way. You say, I dey follow, I dey grace. When you go home, you begin to do the same thing. And you are expecting magic to happen. Nothing will happen. If you disobey God, another will disobey you. It could be your son, it could be your daughter. If you disobey God and think that God will not do anything, he will allow your son or your daughter to disobey you. You will not see how disobedience look like. And you'll be crying, deliver my son, heal my son, do this. Nothing will happen. Say that one that disobey me. He want me to obey, and no, the son will be doing those things he's doing to me. The daughter will be doing those things he's doing to me. That's God for you. Obedience is better than sacrifice. All those sacrificing you are doing, paying your tithe, sowing your seed, paying offering, coming here early, doing this, all those things are rubbish. If you don't obey God, it's nonsense. You and the prostitute there that you condemn, who are armed robber, kidnapper, you condemn, you are the same thing. Because him too, you disobey. You too, you disobey. He's even better than you because he did not hear the word of God. You hear. Judgment will start from here. You hear and disobey. Him, he did not hear. When they want to judge him, he said he don't know. He did not hear. You hear. Yes. Why didn't you do it? He said, I don't want to do it. I want to do what I want to do. So you cannot use yourself here and compare somebody outside here. You see some people, they carry megaphone. If you sin, you go to hellfire. You see somebody going in a weird pants going on the roads, you die and go to heaven. If they bring out the check book between two of you, that person may be far better than you. You have opportunity, you hear that God direct one-on-one, you say no, you go and do your own. That one did not hear anybody, so they will be judging her or him that he did not hear. As soon that he hear, we don't know what would have happened. Maybe he will obey, maybe he will not obey. But let us judge him that he did not hear. But you hear everything, day and night. But you choose to do your will. At the same time, you pray on top of it. You are sure now. There's no prayer Samuel did not pray for God to restore Saul. It's rubbish. And you know that there is no word that Samuel say in the Bible that fall on the ground. No prophecy that fall on the ground. But he prayed and God refused to answer. Because of what? Disobedience. They said, follow this way. He said, no. Follow, man of God. Follow that way. Let us call him. Let us call him and change his mind. Is it me that say you should follow that way? It's not me that say you should follow that way. It's God that say you should follow that way. Why calling me? Man of God. You think na Chukwudi egwu. Your mate. It's your mate, so you come. Two of you will be playing. Say, follow this way. You say, no. Man of God, what are we going to do? Let us follow this way. You now begin to give useless reason why you should follow that way. What do you want me to do? God have given me the answer to you because you are so stubborn, very stubborn, stiff neck. God said to them, yes, do it. I will say to you, do it. We are waiting for you at the right time. You call me, say, I don't know. Say you want to follow that way. That is the way now. That's the way. So if you want to follow God, follow God. If you don't want to follow God, join the people in the world. Stop deceiving yourself in the church. Go to the world so that people will know that God will know that you never hear. The one you hear, I don't know whether I'm coming here to deceive yourself like Saul. Saul was busy deceiving himself. He never obeyed God. He never followed God's instruction. At the same time, he wanted God to join him to the war. He was going to war, and one day Goliath now came out. Saul ran away. The anointed one, he do what? He ran away. Why would he run away? He ran away because a day will come, the day, not when you disobey God, you will see it. When you disobey, he will not see it. At a time, Goliath will do what? Will appear. And you must face the battle. What are you going to do then? You will do what? You will run away. And there is nothing you will run away, you will not face it. Lord, let her face him. And they let her kill him. There's no way you can run away from your family background. Family problem. So, Jesus is leading you. He said to me, I'm leading you. You are not alright. You are not alright. So many things wrong with you. He's leading you the way he will deliver you. Show you, he will deliver you from bad behavior, bad character. It take him time to make you a better person. But you say, I want to follow this way. Who will deliver you there? Nobody. So I never see people that are stubborn like Christians. They are more stubborn than like Satan. If you see them, you will be talking, they will be doing yes, Lord. Yes. Some people say they will be praying, they close their eyes. Some people, they will be writing. Some people will be saying, thank you. Oh, man of God, the warrior, it all enter my heart. Some of them, they will put their foot. You see all those things, Shakaraya, all those things, Magamaga, you are doing. It does not book me. It's all those things you carry paper every time. Because this paper you carry now, you may go home and use it to go to toilet. You see all those books you carry. Some people, they will carry their phone, they will drop it on the speaker. Oh, the word of God is too much. Bible says it's not the hearer, but what? Doer. Oh, man of God, this your word today is marvelous. When you say that, I will laugh. God now will say, is he not this stubborn person? Stubborn like never. He never change you. Don't mind him. He will stubborn. Now pack all those things. You'll be writing. This is the time to do those things. You cannot do it. So what is in it? Tell your neighbor, are you a doer? Huh? So I overlook your word, your mistakes, because I can call you now and say, don't beat this boy when you go home. You say, my Lord, whatever you say here is final. When you go home, you say, I'm robber. I'm robber. Am I right? And even if I hear it tomorrow, you will not make me angry. Do you know the reason why? God have taken care of my anger. Because I know you are a human being. You live in this world. You are part of this world. So you will be behaving like one. But if you are a citizen of heaven, you are living in this world, but not part of this world, and you will not do that because you know that this is instruction from heaven. They say you should not do this. When you go home, do what exactly they say you should not do. You disobey God, and you come to church to say, forgive me. Forgive you for what? Sometimes He forgives us and remove us from the position of honor. Do you understand me? They will forgive you, but that position of honor, they will remove you from there. Because you cannot be an example to the others, because you disobey. People see you disobey. It's like your brother now that is going all around, and people now believe him that he can lead the country. There is something he will do now. Everybody will hate him for life. That is the place of honor. I say they will remove you. People will forgive him later, but they say they should not give him that. God can forgive you, but that place of honor, He will remove you from there. Because if you are there, you will bring out the mind of people down. You will destroy many that are ready to die for you, ready to kill for you, ready to do anything for you, and you disappoint them. Hey, they will say, hey. So all these things we are doing, so they were deceiving us. So there is something, so the man will be paying every price to maintain this thing, to maintain where you people have put in. He will pay any price. Even to take his life, he will pay any price to maintain that honor. If he make mistake, even the children, people will be looking a way to kill them. That is what you do every time. After doing it, say, God, I come in the name of God, please forgive me. And they saw me back. They saw you where? You lose value. They remove your value. I use that to give you an example. How Nigeria rate demand now is more than president, more than anybody. It's more than anybody in the Nigeria. But let him make just small mistake. You will see what will happen. So he will do everything within his power. Even if you want him to die, he's ready to do it. Just to maintain that thing. Because people now erase people's hope. He now destroy people's hope. Shatter it. That's what you do all the time. God will raise you and build you in the family that you will become somebody. You will destroy God. Destroy God's work. And now come and say, God, forgive me. He will forgive you, but he will not restore you in that place of honor. He will use somebody else like David. Stand up.